This is a demonstration of Comdata's virtual card system utilizing Sage 300 construction real estate. So the first thing we have to do is find a way to identify vendors that are enrolled in the program at Comdata. So we set up a custom field on the vendor record, and the custom field we call Comdata email. And when a vendor is enrolled in the program, we put do not send at comdata.com. That does a couple of things. It allows you to identify vendors when you're selecting for payment, and also when the data is transmitted to the FTP site, Comdata utilizes that email as a trigger to look for the latest email address for that vendor. So once vendors are identified, you simply go into Task, select Invoices to Pay, and in my case, I'm going to use an on-screen list. You can continue to select your vendors just like you do here, or you can select by job or commitment, however your selection order is set up. But because you'll have hundreds of vendors that are enrolled in the program, you don't want to have to go through range and individually select each vendor. That would be too time consuming. So what we do is we set up a condition on the vendor record under Index, go to the Vendor Custom Fields, go to Comdata Email, and we utilize a do not equal to. So we say Comdata Email not equal to blank, meaning if that field has something in it, then we're identifying them as an enrolled vendor. So we're using reverse logic. When you click Start, all the vendors will be selected that have open payables and are enrolled in the program. From here, you can continue to select as you normally would. You can do partial payments, full payments, whatever you need to do. No different from what you do on a daily basis or a weekly basis when you're paying vendors. The next step is to pay those vendors, and we do that with printing a check. We don't utilize that check. We suggest that you set up a separate bank account and cash management for those checks to clear through. I've got mine called Comdata account. And if you're using paperless or timber scan, you can print these checks to a PDF and then import them into the paperless or timber scan as a internal record. You can also import the remittance advices that the vendors get, because the check number that is on the check in AP will actually be on the remittance advice as well. It's a record of the reference number. So from here, we go to print the file. We would print the records to a PDF or whatever file type you wish. Once that is printed, then you would upload the data to Comdata's FTP site. You can do it by utilizing the shortcut on your Windows desktop, or in my case, I just added it to my favorites inside of Sage. And so I'll click on it and I'll open up the database and log in with my Sage login. Select the bank that you paid with, and I'm going to change my dates here. And the system will go back to cash management and AP and find those checks that were processed on that day on that bank account. And so here you can see a total of $14,823.07. So if that's the number that I expected for the total invoices and checks to be to meet, then from here I just use that as my reconciliation to my check register that I just printed. And on the left hand side, you'll see where it says ready. You'll actually see when I click on upload, you'll see a file transmit. Once the file is delivered successfully to the FTP site, you'll get a message that checks were successfully uploaded. And from here, all you do is exit. And then now within 15 minutes, you'll get an email that says the file was uploaded successfully. And immediately after that, you'll get copies of the remittance advices that are being sent to each individual vendor. It's just that easy. We send you a reconciliation file if you like on a weekly, monthly, or daily basis. Totally up to you, that you can import into cash management. And from here, you just continue on with the rest of your day.